welcome back to another episode of Foster Talks. And today I have a beautiful little fool with me.
Hi.
Her name is Bulbul Solanki, the author of Beautiful Little Fool. Welcome, Bulbul, to Foster Talks.
Hi guys. Thank
How
you
excited
for
are you?
inviting me. I'm really excited and very nervous too, but
Okay.
that's fine.
So before I even dive into asking about you, asking about the book, asking about your writing, who is the Beautiful Little Fool?
I think we both are. so-
Okay. Okay. So what do you do now? How can I introduce Bulbul to somebody?
Okay. So 3 words: author, friend,
Okay.
and listener maybe.
Oh, okay.
That's it.
Interesting. Then, and this is your first book?
It's not my first book. It's my first book that's been traditionally published, but I do have 2-3 books. I don't remember the exact count, but I have a couple that I've contracted to other companies on websites and stuff like that.
Ah, interesting. So how was your feeling once you finally saw a book in the published state?
I still can't believe it. So it's so hard to get a book published in India, especially the process is so long. Like, 1.5 saal, I've been thinking about, oh, my book's coming out, my book's coming out. Every
Yeah.
single person I meet, I'm like, oh, my book's coming out. When is it coming out? It's been
Got
so
it.
long, but now that it's out, that's great.
And after once your book is out, how has your journey been so far?
It's only been 2 months actually. So this came out on May 12th,
Okay.
and today is like July 13th. So it's two months and a day. And honestly, I was expecting a lot more noise. And maybe I'm just not seeing it right now because I'm
Okay.
really overwhelmed by the response of goodbye, whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm liking it so far. I like that I can, think that somebody out there is reading my book and liking it.
Interesting.
Maybe.
What is the craziest feedback about the book that you've got so far?
Okay, so when the book was on pre-order, I sent a link to this college, my college page.
Yeah.
And the girl is a senior and she was like, oh, the writing is really bad. I don't like the plot and everything. Like, straight up.
Okay.
So I was like, fine, to each their own.
Okay.
I mean, I did block her,
Mhm.
but that's a different thing.
Mhm.
Other than that, everything is fine. Sabhi ye bol rahe hain, it's good, it's good, it's good.
Nice.
Maybe they're just buttering me up, but
Okay,
it is what it is.
I've been hardcore straight with you on that matter. Don't worry. What inspired you to actually become a writer?
to become a writer. Okay, so growing up, I was in a nuclear family, and in like the pre-teen years, I did not have a lot of friends near my house.
Okay.
So and my father was a huge reader. So we had a lot of books at home, and I would go through them dhire dhire. And then I started going to the school library, and then I just developed a taste for reading. And then it's just inevitable.
Okay.
Once you're a reader, you think of writing at some point.
But why the genre of romance?
I don't think I can write anything better than romance.
Are you that
I'm
hardcore
honestly-
romantic?
I am a hopeless romantic. And I honestly feel like writing romance is the best I can do.
Okay.
Like, I read so much of romance, so it's the best I can write genre-wise.
Interesting. Are you writing anything now? Like now that this is
I
over.
am writing now. So I am trying to experiment a little. So I'm writing a thriller right now.
Okay.
And it's like 3-4 chapters in majorly, but it's in process. There's another book in process that's completed, but I'm not sure which one I need to go out with first.
Wow, that's a lot of writing. How do you find the time? Because you just passed out? Or
Yeah,
you just
I
passed
just
out of college,
graduated,
right?
yes.
The college. How do you find the time to write? What's your
I
routine
think
like?
so. Before I started writing this book during COVID. So us time to there was tiny time.
Yeah, of course.
But
everybody.
now that college is over, I'm working and everything. So I try to find the time, but as and when the inspiration comes, that's the time. That's the time.
Okay, what does your daily routine look like?
Okay, so I wake up fairly late, and then I get straight to work.
Okay.
I work in marketing. So sometimes the posts and social media stuff is very urgent, so
Yeah.
it needs to go right now.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much what takes up like 7-8 hours of my day, like preparing for the next day, stuff like that. But once I'm out of there, then I go to the gym, I hang out with my friends, I come back, spend a little time with my mom, and then maybe write.
Nice. So when I was reading your book, I think I gave you this feedback also. I felt the book to be really something refreshing compared to a lot of the romance books that we've been seeing in India recently. It was a nice Christmas Netflix rom-com for me, which was actually, to be honest, very refreshing because sometimes in India, we cannot find that right balance between emotions, feelings, expression, and keeping it light.
Right.
So the moment we started expressing a lot of emotions, it starts becoming really heavy. Here, there was a lot of emotion, there was a lot of expression. There were moments when I'm hooked to the book, I'm laughing, I'm emotional, I'm almost about to cry. I didn't cry somehow, thankfully. But then all of that is going on. But it was really a nice, a light, peaceful weekend read, which is really amazing there. Was there any particular inspiration for the kind of writing style that you chose?
Okay, so I was reading a lot of, for example, like I told you that I had contracted to other websites and stuff. So I was reading a couple of books on that website. I was like, if they can write it, I can write it too, maybe. So, and the thing is, the Indian, Indian authors, they always indulge in literary forms.
Yeah.
They indulge in either they're too heavy or they go for something that's non-fiction. And I felt like the market, okay, obviously internationally, the romance market is very saturated. But in India, I hardly think that I've ever read a romance that I've liked.
Okay.
So I wanted to write one that I would like.
Nice. No, I loved it. I'll give you some suggestions for the Indian romances also. Don't worry. I'll help you out there. So now when you're talking about that you've already written another book, it's already completed, you have something is coming out. Have you started any processes of publication as well for any of these?
So I've talked to my agent about it. My agent's name is Suhail Mathur. Okay, so I've talked to him about the publishing process and everything. So it's in the works. And I've also talked to a couple of friends for beta reading and stuff because I'm still working on it.
Nice.
I feel like sometimes, you look at a book or like a literary work as from one perspective. I feel like I need to have more perspectives on it.
Okay, interesting. I think I wish you good luck with that journey for that matter. Now coming to your book. So we have Aryan and Naina. Is there how much percentage of Naina is you?
I think like 80.
Oh, really? Whoa, it's just a random question.
Every person that knows me and has read the book is like, oh, you're just like her.
Oh,
it's like you talk like her, you behave like her, you get emotional like her, you act like her, all of that.
That is interesting. And who's Aryan? Is that a real life inspiration as well?
I do have a life inspiration, but I feel like Aryan's character was like my dream guy. Okay, maybe I manifested it, but he was my dream guy, and I feel like they go so well together, and I find myself being Aryan a lot of times, like I am Naina a lot of times. Same thing.
That's confusing. Aryan is somebody very introverted.
Naina somebody
very
he's
out there.
Naina's very out there. She's very messy. But at the same time, Aryan's also messy like that. Saying random stuff to strangers, things like that.
No, I like the themes that you've covered in the book. There's a lot of even though you tell that it is a romance fiction, it's a lot about friendships also. I really love that part inside the book. So how did you navigate through these relationships? How did you build your characters? How did your work on the book technically go like?
So for the relationships that Naina and Aryan have around them, I feel like so if you develop a relationship with someone in real life, you develop it through friends, through places, through other relationships. And I feel like in a lot of romance books, that element of relatability is missing once. Because how do you know this person? Just randomly. It's like I needed it to be connected. I needed something to connect them both. And obviously the trope is there, the forced proximity, the enemies to lovers thing. But I needed something so I have to bear with this guy for a while. Things like that.
Okay. Oh, that is really nice. Now, because in this particular book, you're telling 80% of Naina is you. Now, how are you building your characters in your next book?
I am very consciously and really am trying so hard not to act like myself through my character. Sometimes it shows up and I have to go back and edit it like, oh, they can't be saying that because this is not them. See, I don't want, there's a lot of good authors out there that write really good books, but all their characters sound the same.
I agree.
Yes, and also I'm like a psychology major for a while, so I know when I'm projecting. So I try to pull back thoda, no, this can't happen.
Good luck with that entire part of not building you into a book. That's going to be interesting. Bulbul, I wish you all the very best because to be very honest, I mean, this is a review to the readers also. I enjoyed the book. For me, it was really fast-paced. It was energetic. It was really energetic, but at the same time light. At the same time, I actually went through all the emotions that I could literally think of. I was fantasizing, I was smiling, I was weirdly looking here and there. There were portions when I was reading this book in the metro. I'm literally looking here and there. Nobody's seeing, right? What exactly am I reading? So all that was there for me. So I really enjoyed the book. Thank you for building such a book and bringing it out into the market. And I wish you all the very best.
Thank you so
I'm
much.
sure your journey as an author is going to be beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming in here today.
Thank you so much for inviting
Wishing
me.
you all the best, and there you go. That's the beautiful little fool for all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.